Town Square Media is proud to present to you the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, Jaybird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn. Welcome to the show. It's opening day, Quad Cities. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on Espn 93.5. It's a glorious day here.
In the Hassle Palace.
There's T-Roy.
Hi, everybody.
He's slowly coming back to normal.
My voice is slowly, it's
he
slowly getting back.
Oddly a lot like our caller that we used to have, Jill.
T-Roy here.
He used to sound like Jill, the way our phone caller that used to call all the time.
Hi, Jay.
Oh, man.
Oddly
Jay,
sounds
I just want to tell you something. It feels like it's been a week.
Because it has.
And I sure do miss you.
It has been a week, so.
You're the most muscular of all the members of the program.
T-Roy, we actually don't do voices anymore.
Oh, we don't?
Yeah, there's a lot of changes.
There's a lot of changes, man.
Yeah, we'll get you up to speed.
Why can't we do voices
This
anymore?
one's an E. Watch me for the changes and try to keep up.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm going back to me.
Yeah, that's you. That's you right now. So you're
This
slowly
is going to be my voice. I'm sorry, everybody.
So it's not a new host, but I know it sounds new. But
Yeah, it sucks, man. It's been
no, like I said, you sound way better than the other day when I talked to you.
Yeah,
but
like
still
a
rough.
couple days ago, it was a lot of squeaky. It was very, yeah, it was something, man. Let me tell you.
Did Hazel like your voice?
She just kept asking me, "Daddy, what's wrong?" And I'm like, "Well, Daddy doesn't feel good. I don't know." She was,
Hi, Hazel.
She goes, "Your belly hurt, Daddy?" I said, "No, not my belly. My belly's fine. It's just fat." It's just trippy, man. I've never been knocked down like this, like twice in 1 year with really bad illnesses.
I figured out why you got the second one.
Why?
Okay, the first one you guys kind of passed it around your house, right? And that was through spring break.
I don't know if it was passed
Listen to
around.
me.
It was a
I'm not
different
done.
one. Okay.
But you guys did. You had a little bit.
Well, yeah, something went around the house, but it was a different.
And then, and that was also during Hazel's spring break.
Yeah.
And then you sent her back with all those germ carriers.
Yeah.
And you weren't fully recovered. And she's running around with those little germ carriers at daycare and came back and brought something back in. Your immune system can't take all that,
I
right?
blame Billy McAllister. It was Billy McAllister. He was trying to make out with me on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Blame him.
I want to give a shout out to, when we begin the show, we always say, but first to Dawn, and that's a local band here in the Quad Cities. And they're having their live album release party this Saturday night at Ribco. Serge?
Oh, yeah.
You'll be there?
I am going to be there.
Atta boy. And it's presented by Lobo Salsa, who is, we're a big fan of Lobo Salsa.
There he is.
And, I want to give a shout out to the Quad City Times. Put a little something in there about the Dawn.
Yeah.
About their live release album, and that they're going to be...
So we have a few copies in the studio.
Yeah, they're going to be at the festival, too.
Yeah, go to your local record store. Go buy one of these. You can buy these a lot of different places, but try to keep it local if you can.
Do they still have co-op records running around here anywhere?
Yes, they do,
All
on
right.
Avenue of the Cities.
I thought there was one left.
Yep.
Get down to Ribco. Go to Ribco. The Bob father and I
Don't tell me what to do.
We'll do it, dude.
I don't want to go to Ribco.
They were actually asking about you.
Yeah.
The Dawn. I'm not kidding. They asked.
Well, the Dawn can. That's fine.
No, the Dawn asked if you guys were going to stop down there at all.
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try to.
I cannot.
Okay. It's okay. You'll be there in spirit.
Plan on being sick again or what?
You can
I cannot go to Ribco.
You can stand out in the Ped Mall though.
All right. Is that a story? Can we off the air?
I'll tell it on the air.
Before we get into that.
If the owner of Ribco and I want to have a go at it,
Hey,
Okay.
him and I can have a go all day long.
before we get
He
into
doesn't
that.
want to know what I want to call him.
All
I'll
right,
call him to
okay.
his damn face, too.
All right.
Come on, back.
All right.
I'm just saying, I'm not that sick.
Everything gets spiked up right
All
now.
right.
Ratings. Woo.
T-Roy's back. Before we get into
I wouldn't
this.
step foot in that place for $1 million.
Okay.
Folks,
all right,
folks,
all right.
folks. Okay, T-Roy, please.
Hey.
Come on, man. We got to plug these guys.
Yeah,
These
of course.
guys are opening our
All
show.
right, well.
Awesome friends of ours. Super nice guys. Phenomenal musicians.
I love them.
The Bob father and I are going to be doing a few songs with them. It's
See,
gonna
and
be
I wish I could be there.
It's going to be a really good time. We'll send you some Snapchats, buddy. We'll
You
send
know
some
what?
videos.
That's just like being there.
Okay, it sure is.
And you know what?
Especially when
I can't get in trouble for it.
Especially when some of your bartenders go to concerts every other weekend and Snapchat the whole thing. It feels just like we were there. We appreciate that.
It does feel like that.
But so not only are the Dawn doing this, get down to the Dawn, or if that's not your thing, if you're not allowed down there, you know what? Maybe go up to Rascals. Our buddies the Zealots, some good friends of ours too, are playing a live show at Rascals on the same night. So you got options. So lots of good local music to be heard, to be seen. Go check it out. I mean, everyone's always complaining about there's nothing to do. Well, there's something to do.
And like I said, very happy for the Quad City Times putting some in there and plugging the Dawn On Festival that's coming up in July. So congratulations to the Dawn. That's going to be awesome. Serge, you and Bob are going to rock it out there. I know it.
It's going to be fun.
You guys are going to drop some bars.
Yeah, that's
Did you see the thing I shared?
Jay, we got to get a hold of Bob Father.
Oh, it was on Twitter.
I have a proposal for the Bob Father.
Okay, but real quick, did you see the thing that I shared? And maybe it was on Twitter. And you're not too active on Twitter.
No,
Serge.
but I check it a lot. I don't post a whole lot.
The Toledo news people that dropped a bunch of like hip language for the kids, and it's just really bad. No. Did you see it? I tagged you, didn't I?
Well, they were like trying to rap.
Oh no, it was like it's gonna be crunk out there, and the weather's gonna be lit, and I'll pull it up later.
No.
It's
Didn't
goofy.
someone try to say it was you trying to rap or something?
That was me. I posted from ours saying this is what it's like when I talk about the Facebook or when I try to quote rap lyrics.
Yeah.
But, all right, what were you saying though before that?
We gotta get a hold of Bob Father.
Okay.
I got a proposal for him.
What's that?
It's something good.
Okay. Well, maybe he'll be out there.
He's always out there.
Yeah, I mean, on the Vans Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment.
No, not just there. I mean, he's out there.
Yeah, he's out there.
And he's flying everywhere.
So he's doing things.
So I mentioned Twitter. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at QC Hassel. Same thing on Facebook. If you're listening on the radio, you can always watch us on Facebook Live at Don't Hassle Us, We're Local, and YouTube as well. And you can listen to us also on the ESPN 935 app. Go to your App Store or Google Store and download it. And finally, ESPN935.com. Click in the upper right corner. Listen now, and you can listen to us. There's just no way. You just have to avoid us. If you really don't want to listen to us, you're really avoiding us, I guess.
Yeah, that just hurts.
And yeah.
Hey Jay, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Very important question.
Good.
Now, are we all in this Quad City fan or QC Hassel fancy baseball league?
Just you and I, and then a bunch of other people. Easer A's is in it.
Easer A's in
it.
Now,
Bowie's in it.
How does this work? It says I'm playing you.
It's
so
a
how does that
head-to-head.
work?
So all week long we're playing in categories. So what you want to do is you want to win the categories. We go head-to-head.
All right, okay. and then does it matter how I rank against everybody else in categories down the line?
Like when you win the week, so that gets a win.
Oh, I see.
So and then there's probably ties, obviously, because I can't break down head to head right now for you. Right. I'm not as well versed, but the categories are the usual, except for instead of batting average, it's on base percentage.
Okay.
And instead of wins, it's quality starts. But you still have stolen bases, runs, OBP, RBIs, home runs. There's your 5 there. Then you have quality starts, Ks, ERAs, WHIP, and saves. And yet, like I said, you've got a lot of speed. There's just no way. I mean,
well, you drafted my team, so you would know.
Your team's pretty good.
I like it. I'm excited. Serge, you excited about fantasy baseball?
Oh, totally.
He's not excited.
No,
about
not
it.
at all. I watched half an hour of one draft, and I lost interest.
Well, gentlemen,
I love how you really did dress like Ricky Vaughn today, by the way.
Hey, thank you.
T-Roy,
day, man.
You like to talk about food. Marvin, you're a cook. Serge, you cook. Hashtag what Serge eats, right? Today is National Food on a Stick Day.
What?
It is National Food on a Stick Day.
I'll tell you right now, I've had the best thing on a stick in the entire world, and no one can top it.
All right. Better than a corn dog?
Yep.
Okay, National Food on a Stick Day, and
Why
I
didn't
made
you
the
tell
top
me these
5
things
list.
before this?
I will tell you. I'm sorry.
We didn't start doing this the night before.
You mean we should
so
prep?
We can actually, yes.
We should prep for the show?
I will bring it in. I'll do it. I'll meal prep for us.
No, it's not meal prep.
No,
it's not like every day there's a food.
Yep.
Yesterday was Top Joe's.
No, but there's probably a food out there, I bet you there's a top food.
There was another one out there that I decided, because there's always more than one National something day.
What's the best thing you had on a stick ever?
Okay, that's a question.
He really wants to tell us.
Yeah, what's the best thing?
What's yours?
Huh?
I'm asking you first.
I like a lot of things, man. I'm an equal opportunity food on a stick guy.
It's a corn dog is number one. Okay. A corn dog is number one, no matter what.
I like a corn dog.
I like shish kebabs,
kebabs,
teriyaki chicken.
Probably
corn dog.
I'll tell you, man. In
Here's
the
a Twinkie.
Philippines, nothing beats monkey on a stick.
What?
Monkey on a stick off a street vendor, dude. Best thing I ever ate my entire life. Telling you, dude.
This isn't real.
Well,
This is like Faces
what
of
I
Death
ate.
stuff. You did not.
they said it's monkey on a stick. That's what they
Rodeo?
call it.
Rodeo?
Tastes just like chicken.
Whiplash?
Whiplash?
What'd you do to Whiplash?
What'd you do to Whiplash?
It was awful
It's
tasty.
Whiplash.
The rodeo tasty.
All right, so you're in the Philippines,
And they had monkey on a stick.
and you're by a street vendor,
Yeah.
and you're
What
like, "Hey,
part of
what's
the
up?
monkey?
What is that?"
And it's monkey on a stick.
And you're like, "All right, how much is it?"
Everybody's like, you got to try them. Everybody was eating. I wasn't the only one.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah.
If everybody jumped off a bridge, would you do it?
Not in that town. I
So
can
what
tell you
part,
that.
what part of the monkey was it?
I have no idea. I'll bet it was just chicken, but it tasted great. In my head, it was monkey.
All right.
Was it like monkey bread?
No, it was just meat.
I did not put that in the top 5.
It was just meat. So you
Nor
couldn't
did I see
tell.
that coming.
And it had a bunch of like Filipino sauce on it. Like they have their own like
Boom boom sauce.
like not like that, but they have their own cuisine
You
type.
gotta look into this for me and find out maybe what kind of a monkey it was. Were they
Little,
overpopulated? Was it the
Little
cute
You
ones?
Google it.
Well, evidently it was really tender.
I don't want to
Stat.
Google
Get the
this sick
stat.
story.
Tender monkey meat.
Hey, it's legal in the Philippines, man. I'm not saying it's legal in America, but
All
monkey
right.
on a
I
stick.
don't think it's
dude.
an issue of if it's
Oh
legal.
my gosh.
You guys ever eaten alligator or crocodile?
Yeah.
Those are both pretty good.
Yeah,
No, I don't believe so.
alligator's good.
Gator's
I
good.
feel like I have.
Tastes
How about
Down-
possum
I feel like
pepper?
it did down in Fort Lauderdale or
yeah.
Key West.
Yeah, they have.
Marvin doesn't
there's
eat
there's a
rabbit.
lot of alligator down in Florida.
I think I've had alligator. Yeah, because I
Alligator's
was like,
pretty good.
I felt like I was like getting back at it for being mean to all those other people.
You're right. Do you have the monkey pox?
No, I did
That's
not
what
get
he
the
has
monkey
now.
bite. Yeah, I'm probably paying for a bunch of stuff I did in my earlier life. I can tell you that.
All right, so all I put was great story.
Karma on a stick.
I should have Googled a lot more things on a stick, that international thing. But
You didn't know
so
monkey game on
in
a
the
stick,
top
did you?
5 things on a stick, food on a stick, international version.
Yeah.
Monkey on a stick goes what?
I would say it goes pretty high. It was pretty damn good.
I'm saying in
Like, I
international.
went back and had seconds. That's how good a monkey on a stick was.
If you did, I'm just saying, if we were to do a top 5 foods on a stick international version, yes, we'd put that 1.
It might be 1. I mean, a corn dog's still hard to beat, man.
Yeah, corn dog. I put 1. All right,
I'm still with you on corn dog.
all right,
I'd say monkey on a stick 2.
Close second.
yeah.
But Serge's right. I mean, some good kebabs, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what you're doing.
I thought
Shrimp
about kebabs, but then
kebabs,
that's
monkey
That's
kebabs.
exactly what I thought would happen if I put kebabs on. Then everyone would be like, "Well, what about fruit and pear kebabs?" Like,
No.
Yeah, no, you vegan
Well, no.
weirdos.
It doesn't matter like what you put. You can put anything on a stick. That doesn't make it mean it's good.
all right, here's my top 5. 1 is corn dog. 2, elote corn,
What?
Mexican street corn.
Oh, dude, it's delicious. You ever had it?
I just didn't want to put that on there. Everyone would be like, "Yeah, it's elote corn." Yes. Number 3, Dairy Queen Dilly Bar.
Yeah.
Roseman nailed it. Good job.
What?
It's Dilly Bar right before
Yeah.
you said it.
Number 4, popsicle. A popsicle. Come
See,
on.
I don't consider the Dilly Bar and a popsicle
Food?
like food on a stick. It's a dessert.
Dairy's got to be involved in there. And popsicle, maybe not. Might have been a stretch with the popsicle. I really do enjoy a popsicle after the big
Yeah,
stuff.
I love popsicles.
Shout out to the Bix.
Yeah, I mean, you're telling my daughter that popsicle isn't the food right now. I think she'd fight you. So.
It's a snack or it's I wouldn't consider that.
I get you because
I'm thinking main course,
Then I think the
sorry.
stretch also is
But
the roasted marshmallow.
Yeah,
Then
I love popsicles. Are you kidding me?
all right, so I will go
marshmallows
shish
can
kebab.
come on any kind of stick.
So then shish kebab gets up there.
The only problem with shish kebabs is you can put them on a metal stick, and then that ruins it. Just
It doesn't ruin it, but I mean you could do a fire hot dog doesn't stick.
yeah.
Reminds me of Stand By Me, but we're not going to quote that right now.
Okay.
Anyway, that's our top 5 National Day. The other one that I thought we'd be crossing the line was National Weed Day, but they're actual weeds, a celebration of weeds, act like dandelions, not like weed.
Not pot.
Yeah, I didn't want to get into the whole nicknames of that. We're a family friendly
Cocoa
show.
Kush.
Jason
Purple
Anderson out there in the
monkey.
Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook
Never
comment
had
thread.
it. Never had it.
He's got a tip for us.
What?
Corn dogs are $1 at Quick Start today.
Whoa! On National Food on a Stick Day, who hit a home run? We have a home run already.
Squirrel.
Yeah,
Nobody did.
it is opening day. Cubs are going to be on at 3 today.
305.
Yeah, thank you. Twins 310.
I've been correcting Cub fans all day.
Yeah. Kluber versus Barrios. And the Cardinals are at 110, 105. We've got a whole list of everything on ESPN 93.5.
White Sox at 3:15. It's cool.
Yep, White Sox 3:15. It's actually highlighted.
Who's
I put in
starting
there.
for the White Sox?
Carlos Rodon.
There you go. Good job.
On ESPN 93.5, I put
Was that a quiz?
a
I
list.
saw it on the TV.
I put a list of every place that gave me their specials on Facebook. It's not that I sought them out. Every place is there. Their Facebook. Their Facebook is tagged to their name on ESPN 93.5. Go to all the places and all their specials. I do have to update one, and I have to update 1840 Pub 1848 for Jen Murphy out there. She'll be slinging drinks there, and she did send. She put some things out there, so I will have to update that
She just commented today on my
Yeah.
on a Facebook or Instagram post. She just said, "See you at 3:05."
See you at 3:05. And
Possibility.
Also I listed all the games that are on today, all the channels that they're on, including the Cubs are on WGN 8.3. Just a word of advice, everybody.
Scherzer gave up a dong.
Yep. A word of advice, everybody. When you go into your favorite watering hole at 3 o'clock and the game is not on and the bartender is struggling to find it, all you have to do is just politely say, I believe it's on WGN, the antenna version, 8.3. You don't have to yell at them.
Nah. Let's do it.
You do not have to yell at your
What
bartender.
kind of bar is this?
Call yourself a sports bar. It's all you have to do is just politely say, I believe it's on WGN 8.3 on the
First
antenna.
day?
Yeah. We can't even get it the first day. So it is on WGN 8.3. This will happen a fourth of the year, and it is the last year it's going to happen, but you just have to deal with it. Just politely remind them that it's
Gonna make any more popcorn?
not that.
Are they serving monkey on a stick?
I heard that.
Guarantee you nobody says that besides you.
So
But that would be funny.
go to ESPN 93.5. All the specials of all the places are out there during Cubs games, White Sox games, Cardinal games. And check that out. You can see all the specials that you need to going through the weekend. And we're going into the Sweet 16, Elite 8. So it's going to be a fun weekend. And the weather's finally a little nice. I know it's supposed to rain a little bit coming up soon, though.
I could tell more stories about the Philippines.
Yeah, again, I think that's a good idea. But we do have a little bit of sports to talk about. And then we'll go into...
Okay.
How's your bracket, buddy?
I'm rocking it, man.
Yeah? Did you get one in on the ESPN one?
Nope, forgot.
Yep.
Yeah, got sick.
I know.
But this one,
Yeah.
it's the only one that counts.
Computers don't work when you're around, or they just...
I don't know.
I
She
wasn't
doesn't-
there
they
to
don't want
help.
you
I didn't get any of my. I didn't
told
get
him
any of
I'd
my
help him, but I
golf
didn't
picks
get
in
to 'cause he got sick.
Rosso. I'm dropping the ball left and right, man.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to make a phone call at 12:30. We're going to talk to former Iowa Hawkeye football player Tyler Bloom. He's got a football camp that's going to be going on Friday out at the TBK Plex. But right now, we just have to take a quick break, pay the bills.
Hey, Quad Cities, stop going to your favorite social media sites, asking of suggestions of where to get monkey on a stick, get your oil changed.
Don't tell me what to do.
Who does the best tattoo work or the best place for lunch in the Quad Cities? Pick up your Locals Love Us guide. They have an easy-to-navigate table of contents to find whatever you're looking for. Or go to their website at localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and then browse the favorites. It's so easy to use, they even rank the most popular places for you. While you're on their website, don't forget to vote for our show, Don't Hassle Us for Local, and all of our sponsors. Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
Chopper on a stick.
I'd give a rat's ass about Twitter.
Hey, this is Goose, PA announcer for the Quad City Storm, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Do it again, a little more heart.
What does your morning sound like? That's Daddy's little man.
Morning, Daddy. Grabbed your usual from Mickey D's.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Get 2 for $4, like a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, a sausage McMuffin with egg, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Price and participation may vary. Single item at regular price cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Your garage is cluttered. Instead of a place to park your car, you've got sports equipment, lawn tools, half-finished projects, and a workbench that hasn't been touched in years. Tailored Living of the Quad Cities can take your garage from clutter and chaos to fun functional and fun. Whether you want a killer man cave or just to get clean and organized with an epoxy floor and custom garage cabinets, we've got you covered. Hi, I'm Amy. Schedule your free in-home consultation at tailoredliving.com and you and I will design the garage of your dreams.
It's hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop entertainment. It's Quad City Steamwheelers football. The action continues Friday, March 29th, when division rival Green Bay comes to town as we honor the trades with Union Night. Union workers get $5 off your ticket, so bring a coworker and experience a wild Friday night of professional indoor football. Get your tickets at SteamwheelerTickets.com or pick them up at the Tax Slayer box office. That's Friday, March 29th. Kickoff at 7. Be there.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay-Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5.
At Crawford Company, we specialize in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Sports, on the other hand...
Hey, Crawford guy, go long!
No, I can't.
Here comes the pitch to Crawford guy. Strike 3.
Come on, Crawford guy, take the shot.
Sports may not be our specialty, but home comfort is. Crawford Company, plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
The same family at Acapulco Cafe has been serving tacos in the Quad Cities for 65 years. Stop in and taste the freshest, most authentic Mexican food around. Try their all-new menu items like elote Mexican corn and their all-new steak and shrimp specials every Friday. When you order, don't forget your dinero. They're so authentic, they only take cash. Now, they bring their food to you. Have them delivered to your home or business today. Acapulco Cafe, 309-788-4258. Food so great, you'll lick your plate. Downtown Rock Island.
ESPN 93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
Is this the Dawn?
It is. No, it is the Dawn. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, song "Stay" off of their live album, recorded at Raccoon Motel. Release party is going to be Saturday night at Ribco.
This is a good song.
It is a good song.
I was at this show.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Listen to it. This high note.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Good song.
A very good song.
Yeah. Song's called "Stay." That's from our friends at Dawn who do our opening music. So, I'm hitting the wrong button there. All right. So, welcome back to ESPN 93.5. We got to support our guys here. We're local, right?
I think we are. I feel local.
Yeah. Said it sounded like Christmas.
I haven't left.
You smell like Christmas.
Well, at the beginning of it sounded like
Bobby does. You smell like sausage. What does he say? You're not Santa Claus. Santa Claus smells like Christmas. You smell like sausage and cigarettes. Anyway, all right. So welcome back to ESPN 93.5. We're in the Hassle Palace. T-Roy's trying to come back from the dead. He's like the Undertaker over here. Marv Tender's hanging out.
Dawn of the Dead, if you will.
Morning, Marv.
Morning, Marv.
It is good morning for Marvin.
To Serge twice now. I love it.
Marvin, that's a beautiful shirt you have on.
Have you guys ever...
Just your shade of green. It brings out your eyes.
Some other things that were brought up. Have you guys ever had a fried candy bar on a stick?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I don't think
Again, not a food, I guess. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I've had fried Oreos.
Twinkies.
Fried Twinkie, yeah.
On a stick, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you have to eat it on a stick. Otherwise, you burn your little thinners.
You guys got any plans for opening day today?
I might travel down to Danview and have a hot dog. They got hot dogs down at Danview.
What? Hot dogs.
Yeah, go see Marcus for one.
We got some dogs and brats at 11:17 as well.
Yeah, I saw that. Gregoire posted that. You didn't tell me that yesterday. I would have done that, put that on the site.
Yeah. No,
Come on,
it's
fill me
kind of,
in.
well, he just kind of decided to spur of the moment. So we got the grill out back. I'm going to fire it right up there.
Andy cooking?
Probably.
Nice. Andy's a great cook.
He's always cooking. Doing something, man.
All right. So what are we looking at here?
Is Andy upset his Lakers didn't make the playoffs?
I haven't really talked to him about it.
Yeah.
I just kind of laugh.
I felt bad for him. And then I realized it was LeBron James, and then I didn't feel bad.
He's still got the Warriors.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
1:10 this afternoon, Mike Mikolas on the bump against Shashin Brewers.
He said the bump.
Yeah, I'm going to every time. John Lester's throwing for the Cubs against Mike Minor. Corey Kluber versus Jose Barrios. And Carlos Rondon versus Brad Keller, Kansas City. All these games are all afternoon. There's only one night game tonight, Boston versus Seattle. But
yeah, what was this thing you kept trying to draft Ichiro Suzuki for me? He's retired, right?
I know. I was just trying to bother you.
Oh.
That's why I kept saying, well, he's still available. Yeah.
I know, but he did play like a game in the minors or something.
He played a game over in Japan. And he announced his retirement halfway through the game.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they started crying over it.
You know that was real baseball?
Yeah,
I didn't feel like it.
No, it didn't.
No.
So did you get to catch up on any basketball while you were
it's funny when you're sick like that and you really just don't want to concentrate on watching anything. I did throw the Iowa game on for a little bit, and then they really started losing, so I did my thing where I'm going to change the channel, that way they come back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I turned it back. They were only down by 2. So it worked. So thank you, everybody. I'm the reason that Iowa...
you're welcome. It's not thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So... Yeah, so because of me, they came back and almost won that game. But I'll tell you what, you gotta be. I know you guys probably discussed this. I was very proud of that team, and they gave Tennessee everything they had, just not quite enough in the end. Garza's dad, I don't know if you saw that, but during the they had him live mic,
yeah,
and he kept saying, "Let the peacock fly."
Yeah.
That's from the other guys.
Yeah.
So when he sent a thing out there on Twitter saying, "Hey, does anybody know what this means?" and he gave you the choices, I just tweeted back to him, "It's from the other guys. You were doing it to be funny."
Yeah.
I laughed like hell when I heard it because I literally had just watched the other guys the night before when I was sick. Just it was on it just to have something in the background, and I said, it was something along the lines of. It was your son's one hell of a player, and I can't wait for 2 more seasons to see him peacock the paint. And he liked my reply.
So you and
yeah, me and Mr. Garza are tight.
You guys are tight.
Yeah. So I got that going for me.
Yeah, get
which
that.
is good.
Get that in your contacts, huh?
Yeah. What is the best thing you watched on Netflix while you're sick?
I didn't watch Netflix because they piss me off whenever it starts spinning and the internet doesn't work.
It's not Netflix's fault.
I know, but
internet
pisses me off, so I get mad, and so I won't do it.
Let me tell you a thing about Netflix, Jay.
Yeah. No, it mostly was just like...
So what did you watch?
A lot of South Park.
You watched Creed and Creed 2.
Creed 2.
Okay, did you watch it on Hulu? Or
No, that was on demand.
On demand, okay.
On demand, and then... let's see, there were some other good... Oh, man, a lot of Bull Durham and Field of Dreams, so anybody out there hating on Crash Davis... Shut up. Benny the Jet sucks. All right. Tired of it. Crash Davis, he had the best line of any movie. Benny the Jet was just a kid. You never got to see him play in the pros. You just heard about it. Whatever.
No, they showed a clip.
Yeah, whatever. Crash had 21 days. The women all have long legs and brains. Anyway, I love Crash Davis. I don't know. That everybody was... I think, and then mostly I spent my time voting against things on Twitter that other people wanted. If anybody was complaining who was winning, I voted for the person that was winning. So I just had fun being an antagonist on Twitter. That was it, Jay.
That's
how I spent my week.
I really wish you would have watched The Dirt on Netflix, but
I watched it.
What's that about?
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Motley Crue.
Yeah,
that's right.
It was definitely 2 minutes in, you realize that's an R-rated Netflix movie.
Yeah.
So that was
well, what did you think it was gonna be?
The
Motley Crue PG story.
Right, no, I got it, and I was like, oh, whoa, this
Dude,
is how
Trading
we're
Places. I
starting
watched a lot of that, by the way, and not cut.
What's that?
Trading Places.
Like I just think of the movie.
Billy. Jeez, looking good, Billy Ray. Eddie Murphy and and Dan Aykroyd.
Oh yeah. You watched it. I thought you said you watched a lot of it, like it was a series or something.
No, it was just on a lot.
Yeah. Oh, it was on a lot.
Yeah, it was on a lot when I was sick.
All right, we're gonna give Tyler Bloom a call. He's got a camp coming up at TBK. It's a football camp. We're gonna talk to him a little bit about the camp and how you can get registered and who it's for. It's for kids grades 7 to 11. But he's gonna talk a little bit more.
Is this
about
like the Hawkeye camp that we promoted last year with some of the guys?
No, that's a Legends of Iowa camp.
Oh, okay.
So,
how's your bracket doing, sir? While we're waiting for this to ring.
I'm middle of the pack, but it's not. It looks good going down the stretch, though.
Yeah, I do too. I only have 3 teams missing, but none of them.
Hi, this is Tyler.
Hey, Tyler, this is Jay from Don't Hassle Us for Local on ESPN 93.5. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Jay. How are you?
I'm doing well. T-Roy's in the studio, Marvin's here, and Serge's here. So if you hear voices coming from other directions, it's just not. I'm not changing my voices or anything like that. Just they might have some questions.
And you said Marvin and Sergio?
Serge,
got it.
Marvin, and then T-Roy. So they'll announce themselves if they have a question for everything. Tyler, you have a camp coming up at TBK, right?
I do, yes. Starts tomorrow.
Okay, tell us about Taking Back Football.
So Taking Back Football is a company I started when I realized that I wanted to coach football for a living. And I travel the state and do football camps, support coaches and organizers in their effort to provide football opportunities across the state. And just kind of working within the youth football model to make sure that the kids in the state of Iowa are able to access the best that this game has to offer.
So you come out of Walnut, Iowa, high school,
Yeah.
and then you go on to the University of Iowa, where you're a 3-year letter winner.
Correct.
When you completed your entrepreneurial management certificate program at Iowa, did you have something like this in mind?
I didn't. I really feel lucky to have fallen into what I did. I fell into the old athlete stereotype of I never considered what I wanted to do other than be an athlete. And even 2 years into college, I chose communication studies as a major because it was broad, and like they say, you can do anything. So when I went to Iowa, I played football. I did communication studies management. I got the entrepreneurial management certificate. I kind of lucked out into getting linked up with the baseball and softball academy. They gave me free reign to start some football stuff, and that was 8 years ago. And I'm doing exactly what I went to school for now. I'm running a business in which I'm teaching kids how to play football. And in order to be a coach, it's really about how you communicate with people and get them to. It's what you can get them to understand, and how you communicate with them goes far into that. So I landed where I was supposed to based on what I did in college.
That's great. Like you said, to go from I don't know what I'm going to do, to kind of get into and slowly, dabble into the things like the entrepreneurial management program, and you still get to coach, but you also get to run your own business at the same time.
I enjoy coming in every day.
So the camp that you're running at TBK, it's a 5-week camp, right?
Correct. Yeah, and it's actually 2 different camps. So I've got the flyers up here so I can reference them. I have a skills and drills camp for 2nd through 5th graders. It's kind of an all skills camp. There are some uniform football strategies that, regardless of what position that you play, you need to learn. The first one I go to is how to keep leverage on somebody you're going against. I compare it to basketball and playing man-to-man defense, in that you have to learn how to keep yourself between your man and the basket. And whether you're playing a line position or a skill position in football, you've got to understand how to have leverage against the person you're going against. So, that's something we're teaching in these types of skills and drills camps, and in other areas or fundamentals that apply to a wide variety of positions. We'll also get into some position-specific techniques and things like that, and do some competitive drills and have some fun and games. But it's really designed for all ball players to come improve some technical elements of their game. And again, that's 2nd through 5th graders. And then from after that, I'll have linemen there. And I believe the age group on linemen is 7th grade through 11th grade. So trying to get some of those guys out there that already kind of know they're destined to be linemen, and to work on the technical aspects of playing ball down in the trenches.
Okay, so I know it starts tomorrow night. Can they still? Can people still register?
They can, yeah. Everything's on my website at takingbackfootball.com. You click on camps and it'll show it. Registration will be open through the start of camp. I don't like to put any barriers up for somebody that wants to sign up. And you can also sign up for single sessions. So the full camp for 5 weeks for linemen is $150. For skills and drills, it's $119. But there's also single session options. So if kids have conflicts and they can't attend every week but want to attend the ones that they can, there's an option for single session. And my phone number and email are on the website, and people can call or get a hold of me anytime to talk about custom attendance and things like that.
So the 6:30 to 8 is for grades 7 to 11, and that's the Big Ten lineman camp, right? I know you said that, but I just want to make sure everybody understands that. And you referenced the website, and we did put it on our Facebook Live comment line as well. And then the other one, the skills and drills, which grades 2 to 5. And I think the thing that's also that you threw in there that's nice when you have your description is it also includes backyard style scrimmages and competitive drills. So it can just kind of shows that you're keeping it fun for the kids age 2 to 5 as well, because these are things.
Each session has a few, things that we want to accomplish or big things that we want kids to learn, and then we want to put them in drills where they can apply that in a not drill setting, but one where you're going to get feedback that you did something well or you need to work on something a little bit more. And to be honest with you, when I first started doing this and realizing that my best impact right now could come at the youth level, the first thing I wanted to do anytime kids participated in football with me is recreate recess. I couldn't play organized football until 7th grade. In my school, I could play tackle football then. But I played a ton of football on the playground, in the backyard, with family members and friends around the community, and that's where I learned to love the game. And I think kids need to experience it in that type of setting. If we can mix in a few coaching points and things that they can carry with them about the game, that'll go well too. But in this day and age, they've got to just go out there and love playing the game and being part of the sport, and the technical stuff will come along slowly as needed.
How did you get hooked up with TBK?
I had got a phone call from somebody. It's actually from Doug Kratz, who I think is kind of the principal owner of the facility. Back when they were building it out, he had kind of caught wind of what I was doing in terms of the program I run here in Iowa City locally, and then the stuff I do as Taking Back Football when I'm traveling around. And I had followed up as that was nearing completion and got in touch with some of the people in the management there. And I actually ran one of the first camps at TBK last summer when it opened in June. I should mention that I've been doing football camps in the Quad Cities area. This will be my 4th summer.
Okay.
My first 2 years I was at Crow Creek Park, and I did it in partnership with the city of Bettendorf.
All right.
And last year we made the move to TBK. And so if I'm offering a camp that doesn't quite fit for people's age range or position group this time around, I will have, I think last year in Bettendorf we offered 4 different camp options. There was a lineman camp, a quarterback camp, skills and drills, and then a fundamentals camp for an even younger group. So if there's not something on the website that they see for this spring session, I'm already planning my summer sessions back there at TBK. And again, that'll all be posted at takingbackfootball.com.
Yeah, looking at that website, takingbackfootball.com, there's something else that really catches my eye, because we've been talking about this a lot lately on our show and talking with former coaches. But you guys also have a thing where you offer coaches clinics as well, right?
I do, yeah. I'm actually going to speak at a youth football summit that the State High School Association is putting on this Saturday to a bunch of organizers, youth football organizers, whether they're town coordinators or league organizers. Just in my time working in youth football, I think that the sport could be improved if we have coaches out there that are really educated on the modern game. The game is changing rapidly and quickly, and if we don't have coaches that are, up to speed, I think that's leading towards some of the negative trends in the sport. And the youth football model is always going to be dependent on volunteer parent coaches, guys who, maybe aren't necessarily football coaches, but they coach football. Coach Reese Morgan made a distinction of that, the gentleman who just retired from the University of Iowa and recruited me there. And we need to support those guys that have, in my opinion, the most important and critical roles in the entire sport. So we need to lean on our high school coaches and others who coach as a profession to support the youth coaches in terms of the trends of the game, in teaching technique, player safety measures, and everything that's coming along with the modern game now.
You mentioned Coach Morgan and recruiting you. Coming out of high school, you were multiple-time All-State baseball selection as a pitcher. You won state wrestling championship. Did you have other opportunities to go other sports in post high school?
None that I pursued really seriously. It was my dream to always play college football, and I kind of had blinders on to that. For wrestling, I knew I didn't want to wrestle. That is a complete lifestyle decision, and I wasn't up for that. Baseball is one that I probably would have had some options to consider had I left the door open for either. Not unsimilar to what Kyler Murray might be going through, but I was 6'5" in high school, left-handed, and through in the mid-'90s. So those guys usually get some pretty good opportunities, whether it's college or straight to professional. I actually played baseball for 2 years after I graduated from the University of Iowa. So I don't remember exactly what your question was.
Oh, it's just where did you have other options after high school, and with Coach Morgan recruiting you? Were you being recruited by other colleges, not even just for other sports, but also for football as well?
I was. I had offers from Iowa State and Kansas. I played in the U.S. Army High School All-American game. I had already committed to the University of Iowa at that point. I committed kind of early, so that kind of shut down, some broader recruitment that, I was starting to get mailers and questionnaires from, most of the schools in the Big Ten and the Big 12, and some of those extended out closer to the coasts. But I had already kind of set and made up my mind that I was a Hawkeye, and so they kind of left me alone after that.
And so you always knew that you wanted to be a Hawkeye then?
For pretty early on, they were the first school to recruit me. I was a sophomore. The first school to offer me a scholarship, first school to visit my school. So at that point, they kind of won me over. I went on visits to Iowa State and seriously considered them as well, but the Hawks kind of got their foot in the door first and never relinquished that.
All right. So, Tyler, we want to thank you for your time. I just want to follow up on this real quick. This is a 5-week camp. You can pay all the way up to the camp starts for the full camp, or there are single sessions that you can pay for if you won't be around for this week. Go to takingbackfootball.com. It starts March 29th. It goes through April 26th. That's 5 weekly sessions. Second to fifth grade, that's going to be the skills and drills camp from 5 to 6:30 out at the TBK Plex. And then the other one is the Big Ten lineman camp. That's going to be grades 7 through 11th. And again, get more information at takingbackfootball.com. Tyler, so you travel in every week for that, I guess, from Iowa City?
I do,
yeah. So you're going to do this camp and then turn around and then you take off on Saturday to go give a public speaking event?
Yeah, and then on Sunday I have camps in Grimes.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's the weather's starting to get nice again. So the football off season is really starting to heat up now that we can get outside and get into the summer. So my camp touring is about to start ramping up. I've got a few stops here in the spring, and then in the summertime, Bettendorf will be one of my stops. But for about 6 or 8 weeks, I will be from one river to the other river with 2 sessions, one in the morning, one in the afternoon in different towns. So football season's coming fast, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. I know it was like last minute when I got a hold of you, but I appreciate you taking time to talk to us. Again, go to takingbackfootball.com or get out to TBK Plex, sign up your student athlete. And for those coaches out there, really look into what they're doing at Taking Back Football. And because Tyler said, you may be a football coach and you may not have played, but there's always like new different skills and coaching philosophies that you can work on. Tyler, you have a safe trip to the Quad Cities, and we hope to talk to you again soon.
Yeah, if you guys ever want to talk about that further sometime, I'd be happy to stop in the studio. But nonetheless, I sincerely appreciate you guys covering this and making your listeners aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
And look forward to impacting the young football players here in the Quad Cities.
Well, we will most certainly take you up on that offer, Tyler.
Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate your call.
All right, you take care, man.
Yeah,
Have a good day.
thanks, guys.
Yep. Bye.
You too. Take care. Bye.
All right, that's Tyler Bloom. That's Taking Back Football. TakingBackFootball.com. And that's
6'5", mid-90s.
6'5", left-hander, mid-90s.
Holy cow.
And maybe I could do something with that, but I wanted to be a Hawkeye. Maybe. 6'5".
6'5", lefty in the mid-90s.
6'5". He's going to be...
Yeah, it was millions of dollars right there. That's the thing that stuck in my head. I'm like, you were what?
That's
holy cow.
So those are one of the things, the power of social media, just to see one little thing that caught my eye and then to hit him up and just say, like, listen, we have the show, we want to promote it, are you free? And him to make the time for it. So we need to take one quick break and we'll be right back after this.
Front Street Brewery, the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, is nestled beautifully along the bank of the mighty Mississippi. It's served the fine community of Davenport, Iowa since 1992 with awesome beers such as the Davenport Gold, a satisfying American ale, pale straw in color with a sweet corn-like aroma and a crisp, clean finish. Smooth, balanced, and refreshing. Or the Wise Guys, their take on the instantly recognizable German wheat beer that staked its claim on palates around the world. Brewed with noble German yeast, this refreshingly sweet and smooth brew features a citrusy tart aroma with significant notes of banana and clove. Or the Raging River, an English-inspired American Indian pale ale with incredible balance, featuring an earthy, slightly fruity hop aroma with moderately bready malt notes. Calling all bars and restaurants, call your local distributor, get Front Street on your tap lines, or in your cooler now. Go to their restaurant at 208 East River Drive or the tap room at the Freight House Complex. Check out their Facebook page for food and drink specials. Also visit their webpage at www.frontstreetbrew.com.
This is Merrick Brave from SCW Pro, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
An advance purchase River Bandits ticket is $7, and a Ferris wheel ride is $5. But what if your kids could have tickets to every River Bandits game all season long for just $30? They can if they join the River Bandits Kids Club. Sound like a great deal? And there's even 3 Ferris wheel rides and a free Bandits drawstring backpack, all for just $30. But wait, there's more. Each Kids Club member gets 10% off in the team store all season long, and invitations to exclusive monthly kids parties featuring water balloon fights with the players and ice cream socials so kids can meet other Bandits fans, plus a free invitation to Rascal's birthday party, all for just $30. The River Bandits Kids Club, presented by Modern Woodmen of America. Every game, all season long, and 3 Ferris wheel rides, just $30. Visit riverbandits.com/kidsclub to sign up. The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park, where the fun never stops.
And now an old classic commercial from Mark Brenny.
We're talking with Irving R. Shyster, an accountant with the Internal Revenue Service, about the importance of getting your W-2 forms in early. Mr. Shyster, how's everything at the IRS?
Well, it's been quite hectic here. We've been inundated with returns from the Quad Cities.
Really? The Quad Cities?
Yes, it appears a gentleman called Mark Brenny of Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic in Bettendorf, Iowa, is telling his customers that they'll hold a new Suzuki motorcycle until their tax return comes in. Needless to say, this Mr. Brenny is causing me much distress.
Brenny's will hold the new Suzuki until I get my tax return back?
Whoa!
Excuse me, Mr. Shyster. I'll get back to you later. Now, let's see. Where did I leave my W-2?
Ha-ha! Oh, dear, it's going to be a long tax season. I believe an audit is in store for Mr. Brenny. Let's see. Perhaps returns from 1975 through 1996 need a closer look.
Get your new Suzuki reserved now at Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic and Tax Advisors, 4426 State Street, Bettendorf, across from Alcoa. Almost.
A natural noise sleep machine. Because nothing says sleep like noise. Next birthday, just send me gift money with Zelle. Now that'll help me sleep better. And you know how I feel about birds, Bev.
Gift better. Send money easily with Zelle. Look for Zelle in your banking app.
Must have a bank account in the U.S. to use Zelle. Zelle is an early warning services trademark.
So, are you excited to be at the big dance?
Yeah, it's my first time here. Very exciting that Geico is a proud partner of NCAA March Madness. So, what kind of dances will we be doing? The rumba, the samba, cha-cha-cha?
No, the big dance is just another name for the basketball tournament.
Oh, so no actual dancing? so I don't need this rose in my mouth.
No.
Oh, I'm just having a laugh. I'll just stick to telling people how easy Geico makes it to switch and save.
Now, back to Don't Hassle Us. We're local on ESPN 93.5.
And we're back in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish.
DJ Bumper's a little off.
Yeah, DJ Bumper. That's your new nickname, DJ Bumper?
It has been. You were gone for that time, too.
Oh, all right. I don't know what's going on. I'm not yelling at
I'm
anybody.
sending texts out to Ross. I'm trying to play the Dawn. I'm trying to bring the thing back up.
It's all good. Serge is eating beautiful food over there. No monkey on a stick, though.
Oh, great. And I got the Facebook on in the background. Wow.
All kinds of stuff going on.
Anyway, this is the Dawn. This is from
It's
their
a
live album.
beautiful Thursday here in the Quad Cities. It's gorgeous out.
Yeah.
What a day for an opening day of baseball. I am wearing shorts. You like my legs?
Shorts, flip-flops.
We're not
Shorts
too
and flops,
We're
man.
not too far away from opening of the Quad City River Bandits, and they just announced their, I think it's
I
25
could
man
have
roster.
swore to God today I saw Chester walking down the street on 3rd Street.
You may have.
I'm like, that looked like Chester, but I couldn't yell out the window at him because he couldn't hear me if I wanted him to.
You know what we forgot to do yesterday?
What?
We forgot to call Happy Joe's and ask if they had a special for National Joe Day. I was going to do it on the air, and I forgot
Was
to
he
do
not your number one Joe?
it. In the Quad Cities, what
Well,
would be...
we
let's
did
not do that.
sports. We did
Oh,
sports
sports shows? Okay.
shows. No, he wouldn't. His prices are too high.
Should we call Quick Start and see if we get...
Sorry.
Should we call
They're
Quick Start and
delicious.
see if they have half-price corn dogs instead of
Who are
dollar?
our number one sports shows?
Oh.
Yeah, like Joe Montana, right?
2.
Yes.
He's number 2.
Joe Lewis.
1.
Smoking Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier's 3.
Okay.
Joe Carter.
No.
Joe Mama.
Mean Joe Green.
No.
Joe DiMaggio.
Joe
4.
DiMaggio.
Number 4.
Number 4.
DiMaggio's on there.
Nope. You don't.
Probably. If Foster made the list?
Yes.
Joe Mauer.
Thank you.
Hey, Rookie of the Year, MVP, 2-time batting title.
Put Joe Mama
Hey,
in it.
Sideburns
Joe
for
Mauer.
days.
I'll take Joe Mauer
Sideburns
over
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Jay, I'll take Joe Mauer over any catcher that plays today, buddy.
That's right.
Any single one of them.
Really? Yeah. Cardinal fans are going nuts.
Any single one of them.
Oh, you're
People are going to say
I'm
Yachty,
not-
whatever else.
I'm not going to let you do this.
Every single one of them.
So just an update.
Especially the ones that play in. I won't even say it.
Look at that.
They
Through
already know.
Yachty's unbelievable.
through
You
3
know it.
innings, Scherzer's given up 1 run, but 6 Ks. That's impressive. And Robinson Cano is on pace for 162 home runs. So it's 1-0 Nationals update there. It's 3-0 Yankees against Baltimore right now. They're in the top of the 3rd.
3-run jack by Voigt.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
No, nobody calls him Diddy anymore. It's just Voigt.
No, I said did he.
Oh.
Now his nickname's going to be Diddy from now on.
Luke Diddy Voigt.
Yeah. Diddy Voigt. That's a good name.
He's a big kid.
So we're gonna be calling Rosso soon. Rosso's out in Greensboro.
What's he doing out there?
The women's basketball.
Oh.
So he should be checked into the hotel room and everything else. I want to thank Tyler
Who
for
do,
his time.
who do our Lady Hawkeyes have?
NC State.
NC State. Okay.
Yeah. No, are they playing NC State? I read it this morning and I didn't put it down in my notes, so I apologize. I want to thank Tyler Bloom for taking the time to talk to us. And that was nice of him to offer to come in the studio. We're definitely going to take him up on that. It's always fun to have an ex-Hawkeye in here.
Did you guys happen to see that drill that Megan Gustafson does? With
Yes.
those 2 basketballs
Yeah.
underneath the whole hoop.
Yes.
It's a she got it from that center from the 50s. Dang it, George Markinson or
George Mikan.
Mikan.
Yeah, there you go.
It's called the Mikan drill.
Hey, I'm not reading notes, Serge.
I'm not either.
Not anymore.
Just sit over there.
I have been for the last week.
Good. That's a good spot for. I can leave. I'll walk right out that GD door.
Why? Are there any good movies playing?
I don't know. There might be. I might just go down and start drinking.
No.
She threatened me with a good time. I'll be right behind you.
You can't come. I'm not inviting you.
You're going to be drinking Theraflu.
No, it was Tamiflu, by the way. And I've already taken my every amount of it.
How many grapes did Marvin feed you?
Oh, I'll tell you what, going to the movies with Marvin is great. 'Cause anytime you get bored, you just reach over and you tweak him on a boobie. It's a great time.
Jay, gonna need you back here, buddy.
Yeah, unfortunately,
can't do this on my own.
Unfortunately,
well, apparently you can. You don't need T-Roy.
Unfortunately, as he's telling that story, I'm Googling a story we had from our first segment.
You mean you're doing research on your first segment?
Nah, I'm doing research on monkey on a stick food.
Yay!
It's there.
I told you.
Yeah,
What part of the monkey?
it's first thing that comes up.
It's the Philippines.
Yeah, Philippines. Yep. So
Yeah, I'll tell you something else. It was the Philippines. You a lot of things you eat and you don't know what it is.
Okay, all right. Okay. In the Philippines, they actually use monkey meat, but here in the USA, you use pork steak.
Okay.
That's from the recipes that I'm looking at. All right. Maybe just call it that. All right. The SOS.
Yeah.
The food
stuff on a shingle.
Yeah, it's not really just stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
here it's not monkey meat. In the Philippines, you ate monkey meat.
Yes.
And now you have the monkey pox.
No, we don't.
No.
You cooked that out of it.
Oh,
he's got the Bronx pox.
All I know is so there was one on New Year's Eve in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
We had a nice.
Why am I saying like? All right, tell me more.
Me and my buddy.
Tell me more.
Me and my
And
buddy.
then?
Me and my buddy Hambone.
What happened next, T-Roy?
We had a nice meal prepared for us by our honeycombs.
What's the worst that could happen, Jay?
So here comes all this food, man. They're just taking care of us. Me and Hambone having a blast. He's from Long Island, just having a good time. We're like, honeycomb, what is this? It's dog.
Whoa.
We both crap our pants, and then they start laughing. It's no dog.
Oh, gosh.
It was the funniest thing ever. But no, so I did not eat dog.
Okay.
Thank God.
All right, T-Roy, Yankees hat.
I just like the hat.
I know you do, but opening day?
I wasn't even thinking about it. I just threw it on. It matched the shirt.
So in your Cubs stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still looking for me a Cubbies. I want to find I have that one that kind of looks like an old Montreal Expos one that's pretty cool, but
Yeah.
I'm still looking for a Cubby one that I like a lot.
All right.
Yeah, no. Go Cubbies.
We've got it. We're going to call Rosso in just a minute. We've got to get our last break in before the hour. We went too long with Tyler, so let's take one more quick break. We've got to get in. I know we just came back from. We just came back 10 minutes ago. But we got to get in. Yeah,
I'll show him dog food.
We got to get it in.
Buying a home can be overwhelming. Don't get discouraged by the process. From start to finish, you'll need the guidance of a professional. Let Jen Peterson Murphy with RE/MAX Elite Homes use her extensive background in real estate to help you navigate the process. From lending qualifications and budgeting costs to recommended inspections, Jen Peterson Murphy can get you the most for your money in a competitive market. Jen Peterson Murphy specializes in residential real estate sales and assisting first-time homebuyers. For expert advice, including strategic marketing practices, comprehensive market analysis, staging and home assessments, think Jen Peterson Murphy of RE/MAX Elite Homes.
This is Tom Kakert from HawkeyeReport.com, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Nobody beats our prices at Menards, so you can update your entire bathroom and save big money. Add storage and style with Magic Woods Elements Vanities. The 30-inch New Haven vanity has ample storage space in a matte white finish, just $269.99. Complete the look with a 31-inch cultured marble vanity top in a pewter finish with a white integrated wave bowl. It's just $139.99. Stop in and save through April 6th during Menards Construction Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Your garage is cluttered. Instead of a place to park your car, you've got sports equipment, lawn tools, half-finished projects, and a workbench that hasn't been touched in years. Tailored Living of the Quad Cities can take your garage from clutter and chaos to functional and fun. Whether you want a killer man cave or just to get clean and organized with an epoxy floor and custom garage cabinets, we've got you covered. Hi, I'm Amy. Schedule your free in-home consultation at tailoredliving.com and you and I will design the garage of your dreams.
Need a new roof? Want one for free? All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities is giving away a free roof. Register now at their kiosk in the North Park Mall food court, all Hungry Hobo locations, participating Hy-Vee stores, Water Park Car Wash, or online at amrestorations.com. Enter before March 31st to win. One lucky person will get a new Owens Corning roofing system with a 50-year warranty. It's a free roof giveaway from All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities, your insurance claim specialists. For official rules, see amrestorations.com.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5.
Quad Cities, get ready for WWE Live. Sunday night, April 21st at Moline Tex Slayer Center. In a double main event, Braun Strowman exacts revenge on Baron Corbin. He's gonna get these hands! Then in a triple threat match, Bobby Lashley, Finn Balor, and Drew McIntyre face off for the Intercontinental Championship. Plus, Sasha Banks and many more. Don't wait. Great seats are available now at the box office and Ticketmaster.
In a world where dreams are built from the ground up,
ESPN 93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
And we're rocking out here in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunrod Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us Local here on ESPN 93.5. You like that?
On the station that slaps you across that fat butt.
I wish I didn't do it.
That's the Dawn playing at their live recording at the Raccoon Motel. They're going to have their release party tomorrow night, Saturday night, sorry, at Ribco. More of a jam band. You jam band type of people?
I don't know. I like jam bands.
They're so good, man. They're so versatile. They can play absolutely anything. Like I said, they play songs like that, and they like every song you've played has been something different, like different style. And then, like I said, we're singing '90s rap songs with them.
Yeah,
and it's not like their lead singer is rapping too.
Right.
He's awesome.
It's just like to have that kind of talent around,
right? Got to remind everybody that if you're out and about driving around the car, and you can't go to your favorite watering hole or the watering holes that I listed that have all the specials today, you can look that up on ESPN935.com. All the specials. You can listen to the Cubs here on ESPN 93.5. This is your home for the Cub games. And every once in a while, our show will be broken up a little bit, but not today. But yeah, later on this afternoon, ESPN 93.5, your home for the Chicago Cubs. T-Roy, yesterday we went through our teams who are going to win what division.
Okay.
I like the Red Sox in the East still. I like the Twins in the Central. And the Astros in the West.
Yeah, I like the White Sox in the East. Or I'm sorry, the Red Sox in the East. Jeez. Indians in the Central, Astros in the West.
Then your wild cards, because I had Yankees and Rays coming out as a wild card. They're all coming out of the East.
You think all out of
which
the
is
East?
kind of crazy because then they're going to beat each other up. But
I got the Yankees and the White
Indians.
Sox.
Indians are going to be sellers.
As my wild cards.
What? And the White Sox?
Yankees and the White Sox.
The White Sox?
Eloy, baby.
Yeah.
Eloy.
East, I got Sox, Yanks. The Rays are down. I got Blue Jays, Rays, Orioles, and then Indians, White Sox, Twins, Royals, Tigers, Astros, A's, Mariners, Angels, Rangers.
All right.
And I haven't
You
done
know what,
my
Jay?
National League yet.
I want to give you a little bit of credit.
Yeah.
I've been bagging on your Twins.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that they're going to be pretty good.
I know. I tell you, I'm warming up to them. It took me a while.
Yeah. I don't know if they can dethrone the Indians in that division, though.
I know. But that...
And the White Sox are still young. Their pitching rotation, we'll see what happens this year with Kopech back next year. That'll really help. Old man John Jay's already hurt this year.
Number 45?
That's right.
That's so dumb.
T-Roy, you know John Jay that signed with the White Sox?
Yeah.
You know
He's already hurt?
Well, yeah, he's day to day.
He's Jay's worst. Jay hates him.
I do hate him.
I know.
You're right.
And so Jay just referenced his number.
Never trust a man with two first names. Do you know who drops more balls than John Jay?
This has got to be good. I know I don't.
Who?
Do you know?
No, tell me.
Do you know? I'm sorry. Do you know what drops more balls than John Jay?
What?
Puberty.
Jeez.
Oh, Lord.
So T-Roy, his number's 45. You want to know why?
Michael Jordan?
That's right.
Yes, it's for Michael Jordan.
Seriously?
Tribute to Michael Jordan.
Seriously.
Oh, that's trippy.
Okay,
Yeah.
National League. T-Roy, what are you looking at?
Out in the East, I got the Braves, Phillies, Nats, Mets, Marlins, Central, Cubs, Brewers, Cards, Reds, Pirates.
Slow down.
Sorry.
In the East, you've got who?
The Braves, the Phillies, the Nats.
Wow.
The Mets, and the
Who
Marlins.
with the Braves.
What the hell is a Marlin?
Braves. All right, and then Marlins at the end.
If you ever walked into a room face to face with the Marlin, its eyes follow your every move.
Can I get one of those things? Then Cubbies, Brewers.
Ooh, slow it down.
Sorry.
Cubbies. Why Cubbies?
Because I like the Cubbies.
All right. Hey, I said it yesterday. I said I'm not a Cubs fan, but I'll be a homer to cheer for him for the show.
I think they're gonna be fine. So.
Well, like everyone points out, they won 95 games yesterday, and their pitching staff was a little hurt, and Chris Bryant wasn't at his best.
Right. So I think they have a bounce back. Brewers are still going to be solid.
Old blue eyes.
I don't think you get an MVP performance out of Yelich again this year, Milwaukee, but kid's still solid. Cards are going to be improved. There's going to be a battle right there. Reds are decent, and Pirates are terrible. Out in the West, it's time for LA to go. I think Arizona wins that division.
Ooh, I like that.
LA's getting
It's
run
tough,
down.
but
Arizona's not going to be the one.
All right.
I'd rather see Arizona do it, but I just don't think it'll happen.
The Rockies after LA, Padres, and then he's already said it best: his Giants suck.
I want to go to some Rockies.
If I had to pick a sleeper out of that division, it would be the Padres. A sleeper out of that division.
Right, yeah. I'm with you.
If I had to pick a sleeper, I don't think it's going to be Arizona that's going to dethrone them. And the Rockies seem to do that thing where they're right in the hunt like every 3 years.
Right. They're going to be like a game out of the playoffs. And the playoffs are going to be tight, guys, I think. And honestly, I'm taking the Cardinals and the Brewers as the 2 wild cards.
Well, I think last year, didn't we? Last year, we kind of did the same thing.
It was real close last year. I don't know. I think I cannot remember how it went last year. I want to say that the Rockies or the Diamondbacks were the wild card last year as well as the Cubs. Cubs ended up being a wild card.
All right. So here's it. Well, and then if we go back to your American League, what were your 2 wild card teams? You had the Sox and
I had the White Sox and the Yanks.
Okay, so the Yankees and the White Sox playing a 1-game playoff.
Ugh.
This is on you. If you had that Yankees.
Oh, on me?
Yeah.
Sorry, Serge. Take the Yanks.
Oh, you're fine.
So they probably would have to play the Red Sox in the division.
I don't know.
Series.
I think
because Red Sox will have the better. Oh, you think Houston would have the better record?
I think I'm going to give Houston the better record this year.
Okay. So
It'd
then
be tough for the Sox to repeat after what the dominance they did last year.
So then Red Sox and Cleveland and the other one. Who do you got coming out of Astros Yanks?
I got the Yankees this time.
And then Red Sox Cleveland. Why have we not put a fart noise on the bumper yet?
I don't know.
So I don't have to go.
Because we already have it
in our mouths.
In the clip.
Oh, yeah. I guess
that way we get different
like
ones.
Rat's ass about Twitter.
I'll take Yankees over the Astros, and I will take the Red Sox over the Indians.
All right. Great.
Yep, sorry. And Yankees, Red Sox, and we'll take the Red Sox going back.
Dear Lord. All right. You got Brewers versus Cards in the wild card.
We're going to give it to the Cards.
It's in the Cards, huh?
Yep.
Who had the best record? Braves, Arizona, Diamondbacks, or Cubbies?
The Atlanta Braves have the best record in the National League this year.
Goes Braves and Cardinals, and then Cubs and Diamondbacks. All right, so Braves and Cardinals. Who wins that series?
Braves.
Okay. And then Cubs and Diamondbacks.
Cubs.
Cubs, Braves.
Braves.
Braves and Red Sox. Huh? Who wins the World Series?
Braves.
Get out of town.
You heard it here first.
It's going to be a lot of references to the Boston Braves.
It's going to be great.
Boston. All right, so I have Astros and Cubs.
You have Astros, Cubs?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll just pick the Cubs again.
Homer.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, again, I hope
really,
it's Astros Cubs.
if you want, I mean, Boston's gonna be so hard to beat, but it just, I like this young Braves team. I really do.
Yep.
I really like them, and I think they're like that. Just
you're right. It was the Rockies and Cubs last year for the wild card.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
I
like the Braves,
like
right?
the young Braves team.
Hey,
And
man.
didn't the Rockies get smoked though?
Yeah,
Hey.
by the
Brewers.
Yes.
It's okay to pick them. Hakuna Matata, right?
It's a wonderful phrase.
Hakuna Matata.
Is that a motto?
No, well, yeah.
It's a motto.
Is that whiskey
You know,
in a
it's a motto
jar?
with
Is
you.
that a song? What's going on?
Well, the Ronald Acuna, the player for the Braves.
I don't know.
So Hakuna Matata.
I can't.
You can pick them.
I can't.
No worries, T-Ray. Pick who you want.
If you had 5 stadiums to go to this year, what would they be?
Oh, boy.
5?
5 stadiums to go to.
Could be ones you've been to, ones you haven't been to.
Well, I'll tell you what. I had a fun time when I went up to Twins Park, so I'd love to go back there.
I love it there.
Never been there.
It's
sounds
fun.
good. That sounds good.
I've heard it's cool.
Miller Park's a fun time always.
That is.
I like Miller Park.
I always had fun there.
Why not? Why not?
Honestly, I've been there half a dozen times, and if there's a cloud in the sky, they've always had the roof closed, and it's just kind of one of those things. Like
I wouldn't like that. I've only been there
And
a couple times.
I don't really like not having a bar in the area. There is great tailgating, and
It's kind of like you
have to like go through people's backyards to get to a
it's
bar.
like a college football game tailgate. For that.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know,
It's fun when you're in there, though.
Yeah.
A good time in there. Let's see. I got 3 more to pick. Obviously, I'm going to go to Wrigley.
Okay.
Let's go down to Atlanta, baby.
That's not a bad one.
Be cool.
Trip down to Atlanta, and then let's just throw it. You know what? I always love San Diego, baby. Let's go to San Diego.
Figured you would.
And I've been there.
I haven't.
I don't know if it's the same field anymore. It got tore down. I don't know if whatever happened to it, but isn't it closer to downtown now, Jay?
Where?
San Diego?
I'd have to look that up.
I guess I never really kept track. I know they changed the name of what it was, but I don't know if they changed
I'll
what it
pick
was.
San Diego in 2020 because they're going back to the brown uniforms.
Are they really?
Yeah. So I'm in for that.
Do you see your guys' new alternate uniforms?
I hate them.
Steam wheelers?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, good call.
Exactly.
I put it in. I did
What
it
is that gold
again,
trim?
Again, yesterday I did something else on ESPN 935. I took the article from SI.com and kind of just what I thought was the good, the bad, and the ugly of the uniforms.
Yeah.
And I'm the good, the bad, and the boring. All right. So
the Steam Wheelers are Captain Marvel.
The bad is
Yeah,
the Twins
that's-
home alternate. It's
Yeah.
really bad. I hated it 2 years ago or 3 years ago when they added the gold into their lettering. So I haven't been a fan ever since. There's a couple things I really like. The Cardinals road alternates. The Saturday road alternate. You don't like those?
Those the blue ones?
Yes. Love them. Oh, I couldn't be.
How about this? One night this year, the Phillies are going back to
The
their
70s.
The 70s.
Yeah.
They're having 70s night.
The light blue with the
no,
V-neck.
worse.
All maroon.
Maroon on maroon on
Yeah,
maroon
I
on
love it.
maroon on maroon.
Actually, I like that.
The Brewers, the boring is the Brewers
What do you
changed
think?
it.
Is Bryce going to like it?
He'd be gonna look good in maroon.
Oh, jeez. Kid. You got a pillow over there in front of you?
I want you guys to go back to the one where it says socks with you used to have the guy back.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah,
I always loved that one.
That was the 83.
I always liked that one a lot.
The White Sox and Cubs aren't doing anything different to their uniforms.
The only thing different, Cubs is Baez has an accent over his A. The Dodgers changed the font size of the
there is a
numbers.
Cubs uniform I hate. I listen. I like the pinstripes and I like the road all gray. That blue top with the white bottoms. I want to throw up every time I see that.
That reminds me of like Andre Dawson and like Mark Grace and
I
those
hate
guys.
that
Like
uniform.
that's all I think of.
I hate that uniform with all my.
Yeah, it looks like a little league uniform.
I hate it.
Yeah,
Can't stand it.
Okay, can I give you my stadiums?
Sure.
I guess.
Fine.
I go to Fenway. I've never been there.
Yeah.
You've got to go.
Good call.
I had a T-shirt when I was a kid that said I'd rather be at Fenway.
No, you are.
As much as I don't like them, I'd go down to Yankee Stadium. I'd go
Yeah.
up to Yankee Stadium.
I just never want to go to New York City.
Go down to Arlington because it's their last year. They're closing down. They're getting a new stadium. Texas Rangers are.
Okay.
And go down to Busch Stadium for the Cardinals. By the way, happy birthday to Gussie Busch. the former owner of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Well, yeah, Gussie.
He's not alive anymore, but
all right.
Yeah, it's some
pushing up daisies, huh, Gussie?
Yeah, so it's his birthday, and then if I can't be at, well, I could be at Target, but it's still Wrigley. Wrigley's still Wrigley. The only thing I don't like about Wrigley is nothing opens up very early around there. You have to. I think that nothing opens up till like 10.
Like restaurants and bars.
Yes, and if you're there early for a day game, like I was for Andy Parker's bachelor party, we walked around trying to find something. So,
did you guys fake getting attacked or anything?
No.
Apparently, you don't go to jail for that.
Don't.
Well, I can't talk about that.
Well, you can. You can. Right. Yeah, you can. You can. You on Tuesday you missed the rant that never ends. So yeah, you can talk about whatever you want.
That's all right. I don't want to talk about it. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's ridiculous.
Serge?
Well, I'll tell you what. Ones I'm going to go to. Gonna go to Sox. Gonna go to Cubs. Gonna go to Cards. I told myself I was gonna make it up to a Twins game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to the Rockies games.
Yeah,
you know what? I'd like to go out to Colorado too.
Colorado, I've only been there to a game once.
Speaking of uniforms, I don't
awesome,
like though.
Downtown, rooftop bars. It's
Yeah.
a killer atmosphere. It's very, very nice, laid back place. It's
I want to
a lot
make
of
sure my
fun.
lungs are feeling good before I go there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you'll be great.
The air's so thin. You
Yeah,
know?
but it's so nice out there.
And if you inhale, I'm
gonna go to some Rockies games. And then
you could fall over.
There's a ton of breweries out there. There's so much
ton
stuff to
of
do.
breweries.
So let's make a trip. Okay, you guys in?
All right, I'll go there.
What? I don't like their Rockies uniform
Why?
at all. I don't know. And the only change they made, they took
Purple
the
rain?
pinstripe pants off and they just go to all white in their uniforms. Let's see. Baltimore added a patch for Frank Robinson. I can just go through the list of all the things that I
did a lot of research.
It's all I read a lot of it.
Stadiums I would like to go to though.
Indians
that
made
I,
a lot of
that I've
changes.
never
They're
been
pretty
to. I'd like to go to Seattle.
Oh, I don't know.
I just want to go out there.
See, I don't want to go out there. I hear they live in the streets and pee in the sidewalk.
I just want to go to the stadium.
Well, I just
I know,
where did you hear? What do you? That's not.
That's true, Jay.
You heard
I want
it.
to go.
They're doing it.
I want to go to
PL
Fenway.
Street.
I want to go to Atlanta. I want to go to San
You
Diego.
can't have a stick, so I mean,
You can have feces on a stick. there.
No,
Ugh, I
you
don't
didn't
want it.
hear. They don't do that.
You don't know that, Jay.
No, you're right. Neither do you, though.
I know.
Somebody
I
called
know
him-
it's just as much as you.
Somebody called him Talk Over T-Roy earlier.
Talk over.
Okay.
That's my list. Marvin, anywhere you want to go?
I've only been to Wrigley, so I'm
Really?
going to go
Okay.
wherever. I mean, it's always a good time. So I mean,
Take you down to John O'Donnell. Modern Woodman.
Ooh, Cincinnati for the All-Star game. Do I get to throw that in though?
If you want.
This is the first. Here's another stat for you.
Bredmer said the Royal Stadium, Kauffman is actually very nice, and I agree. That was actually really cool because
Kauffman's cool.
I like it because I think I've said this before because it's back to back with Arrowhead, so they have
Yeah.
double the parking, double
Yeah.
the tailgating. The tailgate there is actually pretty wild. It's a lot of fun.
This is the first year.
No pee in the streets there either. Jay, I've been there. I know that for a fact.
This is the first year since 1972 that there won't be nameplates on. Everything will be stitched in. So
What do you
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Rays and I think the Cleveland Indians are the last to do it. That the nameplates.
Oh.
So it's the first time. It's also the first time that there will be no players from the 20th century in the major leagues. Not one player who played in 1999. It's over. We're getting old.
Oh, I'm getting.
There's no more.
Speak for yourself, Cinderella. I'm old.
Adrian Beltre, gone.
Who needs him?
Yeah. Bartolo Colon, gone.
He's coming back.
Nobody, and everybody here, and there's one person I think playing that was born in 2001.
Isn't Andrew Jones still play somewhere?
Andrew, I don't know. All right, we got to take a quick break. We're gonna call Adam Rosso. He's down in Greensboro. We can see check in with him.
Hey, do you want to try the best pizza in the Quad Cities?
Yes.
Then you need to get to Vans. Whether you're downtown or uptown, Vans Pizza Pub and Grill has the pizza pies to satisfy your hunger. Check them out tonight. They have Rockstar Bingo starting at 8 p.m. at Vans Pizza Pub and Grill downtown Davenport at 217 Brady Street. Each bingo wins a free drink. Both locations will have $3 25-ounce drafts, $3 cooler shots, and $1 off wings. You can get any of Vans food items to go as well. Go to www.vanspizza.net to check out their menu. Or you can call Good to Go Quad Cities at 322-2220 to order any of their food items to go, or go to goodtogoqc.com. To grab these specials and more fun, go to 3333 North Harrison Street or check out the downtown Davenport location at 217 Brady. Check out more daily specials on Facebook or follow them on Twitter at Van's Pizza 09.
This is Randall, the QC hot dog guy. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
In a world where dreams are built from the ground up, Tailored Living makes room for your vision. Imagine his and her walk-in closets in the master bedroom.
Oh, my dream come true. I could just kiss you. Mwah!
Sweet. Your home, your dream.
Tailored Living Custom Closet or Organization System will take you from clutter and chaos to control. Hi, I'm Amy. Schedule your free in-home consultation at tailoredliving.com, and together you and I will build the closet of your dreams.
Need to pick up some things? Try Target Drive Up. It's like a Target run with the car running. Just choose Drive Up when you order in the Target app, follow a few easy steps, and then drive up. And they'll bring your order right out. All squeeze out of toothpaste? Drive up. Belated birthday card? Drive up. Down to the final diaper? Drive up. Get what you need and keep on going to whatever's next on your list. Drive up and then drive off. It's easy. Target Drive Up. Give it a go in the Target app. Target run and done. Available at select locations.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay-Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5.
An advance purchase River Bandits ticket is $7, and a Ferris wheel ride is $5. But what if your kids could have tickets to every River Bandits game all season long for just $30? They can if they join the River Bandits Kids Club. Sound like a great deal? And there's even 3 Ferris wheel rides and a free Bandits drawstring backpack, all for just $30. But wait, there's more. Each Kids Club member gets 10% off in the team store all season long, and invitations to exclusive monthly kids parties featuring water balloon fights with the players and ice cream socials so kids can meet other Bandits fans, plus a free invitation to Rascal's birthday party, all for just $30. The River Bandits Kids Club, presented by Modern Woodmen of America. Every game, all season long, and 3 Ferris wheel rides, just $30. Visit riverbandits.com/kidsclub to sign up. The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park, where the fun never stops.
ESPN 93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
It's a great song, Jay.
It is.
We're back in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. This is ESPN. I know, on ESPN 93.5. You know what other movie I watched a lot of, Jay?
What's that?
Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, he should have won an Oscar for that one.
Paprika.
How happy is Mookie to have you out of the house?
You have made me the happiest house in the world.
She didn't care. She went to work every day. She'd come home and just throw things at me.
She threw a shoe.
She didn't care.
She threw a shoe, yeah.
I can just picture her walking and go, 80s movies.
All right, you're listening to ESPN 93.5. We're going to call Rosso here in a second. He's out east covering the University of Iowa women's basketball
Let's
team.
see if I can crank call him. Call him and see if he knows it's me.
Okay.
Come on, this will be fun.
I'm sure he doesn't have caller ID in where he's at.
You never know what he has.
You're right. All
He's
right.
been hanging out with Vasco.
Yep. All right. Okay.
Is it jail?
This is Adam.
Hey, Adam. I was calling. I have this really good story about the Iowa Hawkeyes. Do you think you can come to my house and report on it?
You want me to come over to your house, T-Roy?
Yeah, dang it.
He knew it was you. He's trying to.
I was trying to trick you.
He thinks he's going to crank call you or something. He thinks
2019, you can't crank call people anymore.
Oh, well. Hi, Rosso, I miss you.
I recognize your pipes, your voice. I recognize that gold.
All right.
I don't know how he thought he was going to do that. I'm sure it comes up the station.
I'm going to get him real good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did answer the phone very professionally. Hi, this is Adam Rosso.
Rosso, how's it going out there? You got in okay and everything, right?
Yep, got down here. Pretty much everything on time at the hotel. Putting together a little season in review pack for the men's team before everything kicks off kind of tomorrow morning. It's a similar format as the men, where practice and kind of an open shoot around and interviews the day before the team actually plays. So obviously the Hawkeye women play Saturday morning, and so they'll practice Friday morning, tomorrow morning, and we'll get some interviews, get some stories out of that, and away we go.
Now, who are they facing off against, Adam?
NC State. So kind of a home game.
Yeah,
for
home
them.
game
Kinda
for
like,
them.
It's kind of like a men's situation. I think Raleigh's about maybe an hour and a half from here, so a little bit like Cincinnati to Columbus, and you'd think NC State would have a decent amount of fans. They've got a pretty good basketball tradition, as does Iowa, of course, so should be a good one. I think these are two evenly matched teams, and obviously with Megan Gustafson, All-American, she could be the difference maker, but definitely it'll be a challenge here for the Hawks.
So what are we looking at if they win this game? Who are their possible opponents after that?
They get it would either be top-seeded Baylor or South Carolina. So two, obviously, really noteworthy programs. South Carolina is actually a 4-seed. They struggled a little bit earlier this season, but picked it up lately, and Baylor's the number 1 overall seed. So either way, it's going to be a challenge in the Elite Eight. But every team this time of year, once you get to this round, Sweet 16, there's no really bad teams. There's no easy games. So the thing would be to get there and then kind of push all the chips in, and you never know what might come out of it in the Elite Eight.
Well, I look forward to seeing. I hope they. I'm hoping to see him in the Final Four, but you know me, I'm a big homer.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to somebody yesterday about this. Like, I think we don't have the UConn situation of a few years ago where it's just a dominant team, unbeaten. Baylor's lost, I think, 1 game this year. I'd have to double check that, but Baylor's been beaten. They've had some close games, and I think the Hawkeyes, they're veteran and they're pretty seasoned. So you just never know. That's the beauty of March Madness, right? Like, 1 game is all it takes. 1 hot game by Gustafson and a couple of the guards, and they could they could be in the Final Four. But I actually think the interesting thing is as I talked about kind of a home game, it's kind of a similar women's style team to Cincinnati too. Really defensive based is NC State. I think they're only averaging or allowing like 60 points per game, and opponents shooting pretty low percentage. So it's a similar style game to what the men's game was last week, as far as it's going to be a grind, and I really think it could come down to the rebounding margin, much like it did in the men's game, where Iowa, picked up the boards in the second half, and that really limited the ability of Cincinnati to score. If Iowa can really pound the glass and limit second chance points, I think they have a great shot at winning.
Well, so what are the storylines that you're looking for going into practice tomorrow? Just what are you looking from the women's team, like from Gustafson or Bluter?
I think we've done a little bit on Megan. Everybody knows, All-American. She's the best player in Iowa history, hands down. But I think a cool story that maybe if you don't follow the team that closely is Tanaya Davis. She's had 2 ACL injuries, one after a freshman year and then one last year, opposite knees. She's back healthy and a senior, and obviously this is her first trip to the Sweet 16. So that's kind of that's something I'm going to work on. We'll talk to Coach Bluter about just her journey back, because that's not easy doing it in one knee, and then you come back last year and you have it in the other, and it's I do feel like the more you follow women's basketball, ACL injuries are more common, but you still got to work to get back, and I think she's added more stability in that backcourt than they had last year. So that's kind of where I'm focusing on that tomorrow. Obviously, I have a little bit about the game too, and previewing what I just told you guys. They got a 6'5" freshman center who's really good. She was, I believe, all ACC, and then they have a grad transfer guard that's excellent as well. So those are kind of the 2 main players. as far as storylines there. But kind of the feature angle tonight, Davis just coming back from injury, and I think that's kind of shows the resiliency of this Iowa team and the program itself. I don't everybody knows Coach Bluter was obviously at Ambrose and wherever before, so she's, as far as the people I deal with over at Iowa, up near the top as far as personability and just genuine enthusiasm for her program, her team, and the entire state of Iowa. So good to see her get back here, and hopefully they can not only make it successful down here, but who knows, make it to Tampa next week to the Final Four.
That'd be nice, huh?
Yeah, second time ever. I think 93, I want to say, is the only trip that the program's had. So, I mean, you're talking, if they win one game.
Who was that 90? Who was the coach in 93? Was it Stringer?
Stringer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. So, you got history in the making. They win this game, and it'll be only the third or fourth time, I believe, they will go to the Elite Eight, and then, that'd be their 29th victory, which I think would be tied for first all-time or second all-time. So, a lot riding here, and obviously you want to keep Gustafson's career going because she's going to make these rebounding and point totals, moot point unless unless somebody comes along that's, LeBron style in women's basketball to Iowa in the next few decades. But she's I think 600-700 points above Disterhoff for the point total, and I want to say 300 or 400 rebounds ahead of second place. So just not even in the same galaxy as everybody else.
Now, is there a lot of talk with her? I mean, WNBA, any going high in the draft, anything like that you've heard?
As far as I'd looked a couple weeks ago, right around the Big Ten tournament, I'd seen maybe a borderline first round is what I was seeing. And obviously she's got great footwork, great ability around the basket. I think maybe the question would be is her overall athleticism. I mean, you're talking some of the great athletes in the WNBA, but she's definitely going to be drafted, and I think probably borderline first round, and a player that obviously you can fill it up. When you can score and rebound like her, there's going to be a spot on the WNBA roster. I'm not as well versed in that as him in the NBA or college basketball, but it'd be hard to believe that, an All-American and her size and her abilities that she wouldn't, definitely get on the roster and get some playing time as a rookie next year.
Cool.
So do you think they'll send you back down if they get through and not counting our chickens before the hatch? You think they'll send you down to Tampa too?
We discussed that a little bit. The guys at WOI and me. I might, because they would play Monday night if they win on Saturday. So there was a discussion of just because it's in Tampa, just riding a car and driving down because there's no, you're only 10 hours away at this point. So, but that's another discussion because I have actually men's Final Four tickets.
Oh,
so, if you guys would be looking to go,
Cities.
I could sell them to you if that push came to shove there. So,
give you
but anyway,
$1.
that's a long way off, and two obviously big victories off. But yeah, it'd be cool. At this point, like I just said, it's everything from here on out. If they keep winning, is history making. So you got to be a witness to that, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm with you there, brother.
Let's take a move in another direction because it is opening day. Let's talk about the Twins.
I'm seeing a lot of wild card predictions, and I think I heard you talking. You went Central Division champions, if I recall.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
We don't drug test here at the radio station.
So funny. He's all hopped up on Sudafed.
It's the Tamiflu talking.
Hold on, I gotta pop another pill.
Yeah. I don't know. That East is so tough, and they've got to beat each other up. If they don't win the division, I 2 years ago they got the wild card, but I like this team. I'm starting to. I like the changes Rocco Baldelli's making, and I'm not as pessimistic as I was on Nelson Cruz, and I think that's just the Kendrys Morales hangover from that signing. But
sure.
He's going to get you over 30 home runs. He should at least. So C.J. Cron should do the same. So I like him.
I see he's batting fifth.
C.J.'s
today, Cron.
Yeah.
I thought I saw that. Yeah. We'll see. That was a little. Just from a top level view, I looked at the lineup here quick. I just, you're starting off Buxton in the 9 hole. I'm sure it's to get him some confidence, but when are we going to take the training wheels off this guy? I mean, honestly, like I just at this point, like I feel like you bat him, you bat him 2, 3, or 4, and or 1. I don't think he's got the patience to be a leadoff hitter, so I'm fine not putting him in the top. But then, I mean, this is the guy, and I told you that via text. I said you got to see what he's got, man. He's 25. This is typically that type of year where he either figures it out or he doesn't. I think you look back at Torrey Hunter's ascension. It was a similar thing. Like about by the time he played and he got to the 25-year-old year, that's when he figured it out. And we know what Bucks can do on defense, but you got to be able to be a serviceable major league hitter. I mean, hitting 230, 240, which basically, other than that 6-week stretch 2 years ago, is what he's done. That's what he's been doing. Is a 220, 230 hitter. Other than when he ended the season on fire, which is what everybody's expecting out of him. So I don't know. I'm pessimistic on that. As usual, it's going to come down to the pitching.
Yes.
Barrios, rock solid. I think Odorizzi's good, and Gibson will eat up some innings. After that is kind of my question, and obviously, if they would go sign Craig Kimbrell, both through the bullpen, I'd be right there with you.
Why not?
They could win this division. I don't. What's in this bullpen? I mean, I don't know. A lot of unproven guys. A lot of unproven though. Yeah, I mean that's the name, and I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise with some of the guys they got. I just don't know a lot about their bullpen and a lot about what their plan is when they get into the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Yeah. Yeah. So, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. We look forward to seeing whatever you write up about them and seeing your own reports that we can see from Hawkeye headquarters in WHBF.
Yeah, you bet. I'm glad to be down here. Obviously, last week was you guys heart stops a little bit there.
Yeah. It was up and down, man. That was crazy. For some reason I felt like it, and I know we've talked to Vasco and everyone else, and guys we're going through the same thing. Like once a big shot was hit, or J-Bo hits a shot, or the shot in the corner, left corner. Those are the type of comebacks where you're like, I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. I don't know. I felt pretty good actually in the second half. I know I sent multiple texts out when they were down still in the 20s in the second half saying, watch this happen. But again, the overtime, just kind of like those things, the build-up, and then you just go to that overtime, and it's still tough to just be like, well, it was a good game, good season, and it was.
Well,
but
the overtime really got messed up. They quit feeding Garza in overtime, and there was a couple bad shots and a turnover by Moss. I mean, that's what it boiled down to, was 2 possessions, and I hate to blame Moss. I think I like Moss as a player, but he had 2 bad choices. Let's just say,
he dribbled the ball out of bounds and he missed kind of a mid-range jumper,
yes.
And then I think J-Bo had an open 3 too there, right in that same stretch where, they knocked down those 2 shots. It's a 1-possession game with 50 seconds to go. I guess the one thing I would say is that Grant Williams, the kid from Tennessee, made plays like 2 tough jumpers in
he did.
TC's face, and then he strips the ball from Cook in the post when it's a 5-point game. So, that's a veteran guy. That's the SEC Player of the Year, coming up big when it matters the most. And that's what we saw that from Bohannon down the stretch. We saw that from some of the other guys. The big players come to play, and he just got it in overtime and kind of willed them to victory. So I could see Tennessee going to the Final Four. The way they played in that first half, if they could sustain that and stay out of foul trouble, I mean, I'm telling you guys, that was the pace. I don't know if Vasco said this, being in person, the pace at which that team played in the first, 12, 15 minutes of that first half, oh my goodness. Like it was a different speed that I think only, the top maybe 6 to 7 teams in the country can play at that speed. It was under control, but frenetic, if that makes any sense. Like
Kakert said it too. He said there's no reason they were trying to play man with them in the first half.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Vasco and I said. We said I think they wanted to see if they could, and man alive, it was apparent that they had no business matching up on defense. Man to man, they couldn't. The pace, the passing of the ball, the crispness of the way they ran that offense, it was a mismatch from the first possession, and it took them a little while to get into the zone, which I didn't really understand. But then once they got, Schofield in foul trouble, that kind of changed the game. So it was obviously a valiant comeback, and I think, we'll see how Tennessee does. They could lose to Purdue. They could go to the Final Four. But I think everybody was down on that team or the program with, 5 losses in 6 games. But I do think the way they played against Cincinnati and the way they came back against Tennessee, I think, I hope people think there's reason to be optimistic for this team next year. I hope that people realize, hey, Cook stays or goes regardless. This team will be very veteran, and they're going to have, you would hope, one of the better sophomores in Wieskamp. So we'll see. I think they should be right back to the tournament next year. It's too tough to say. You can project and say they're going to be.
I mean, you'd love to have Cook back, like you're saying, but I'll tell you what: if the ball just happens to have to go through Garza the entire time, that's fine with me.
Well, and Fran talked after the game. Someone cutting up here tonight. Jack Nunge, he redshirted this year. They were really big on him last year as a freshman. He's 6'10", 250. He's not as athletic as Tyler, but very good, offensive player. So, that maybe he steps into to that other starting spot, and they still bring Kriener off the bench. I will say losing Nicholas Bear. I saw this when I was at Northwestern 3-4 years ago when they lost. Sanjay Lumpkin was kind of their glue guy, kind of the guy that just did the dirty work. He was a savvy player. He got the job done when he needed to. Never blew you away with anything on offense. Never blew you away with athleticism. Just made winning plays. They need somebody to replace Nicholas in that fashion. Somebody that's selfless is just going to say, you know what, I'm going to make the hustle plays. I'm going to keep this team together, kind of like a glue guy, I guess you'd call him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to underestimate, and I don't think anybody should underestimate how much that matters to teams. And I don't know if you guys caught the soundbite of Matt Painter talking about, I think it's Grady Eifert, talking about a guy that sets screens and he'll shoot a 3 and he'll get rebounds and he'll, make foul shots. And he says not a lot of guys want to do that when they're recruited, but guys that walk on, they'll do anything. And Eifert was a walk-on. Bear was a walk-on. He's like, those type of guys are what you need to win because they don't care. They don't care. They don't have any ego, and they want to win. And Painter ended it with, there's guys that make $10 million in the NBA just setting screens and playing defense and getting rebounds and shooting the occasional 3. And he's like, but it's not a sexy thing to do. It's not what's going to get your name in the paper or in the headline. So that's an interesting kind of angle for me is who steps into that role, that unsung hero type role that Bear played for that team.
Yeah, and what we've talked about also, and you said they're going to have a lot of veterans on the team, and then guys that redshirted, and you have freshmen coming in. There's a lot of hands out there that are going to want to shoot that ball, so it's got to make everybody happy, and that could be the tough thing.
And I think got a lot of guys that you talk to them, and they say the guy that's kind of got that attitude is Pemsel. Now we'll see if he can do that, kind of create that spark that he's kind of a dirty work guy. He's not going to be a 15-10 guy. Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll grow into that role. Maybe he'll say, you know what, I'm fine being that guy. Whether it's off the bench as a 6th man or just coming in and giving 15 minutes all out effort and all out doing the little things. They just need somebody like that because you saw it. I can't remember what play it was where Bear tipped a rebound or tapped it to himself, and then I don't know if it was on the Moss 3 or one of those 3 or the Bohannon 3, kept the play alive, and they get a 3-pointer out of it. And Bear compared to some of those guys from Tennessee was, put them in a lineup together. You're going to take Bear the last pick in your pickup game every time.
Yeah,
but he does the winning things, and you just hope that his effort and his leadership this year kind of rubs off on somebody. Maybe a light bulb goes off in one of those guys' heads that says, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do that for my team and for this program."
All right. Well, Rosso, you have a safe trip there. Have a good time, man. Enjoy North Carolina.
All right, you bet. Sounds good, guys.
See you, brother. Have fun.
We'll see you next week. See you, man.
Take care.
Bye. Yeah. All right, we got to take one quick break and then come back at for our last segment. I got to make my predictions for the MLB award winners, and then tomorrow you guys can tell me yours.
Joe Mauer.
You retired.
I know.
Oh,
anyway, we'll be right back. Don't hassle Duckle.
Buying a home can be overwhelming. Don't get discouraged by the process. From start to finish, you'll need the guidance of a professional. Let Jen Peterson Murphy with RE/MAX Elite Homes use her extensive background in real estate to help you navigate the process. From lending qualifications and budgeting costs to recommended inspections, Jen Peterson Murphy can get you the most for your money in a competitive market. Jen Peterson Murphy specializes in residential real estate sales and assisting first-time homebuyers. For expert advice, including strategic marketing practices, comprehensive market analysis, staging and home assessments, think Jen Peterson Murphy of RE/MAX Elite Homes.
And now an old classic commercial from Mark Browning.
We're talking with Irving R. Shyster, an accountant with the Internal Revenue Service, about the importance of getting your W-2 forms in early. Mr. Shyster, how's everything at the IRS?
Well, it's been quite hectic here. We've been inundated with returns from the Quad Cities.
Really? The Quad Cities?
Yes, it appears a gentleman called Mark Brenny of Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic in Bettendorf, Iowa, is telling his customers that they'll hold a new Suzuki motorcycle until their tax return comes in. Needless to say, this Mr. Brenny is causing me much duress.
Brenny's will hold the new Suzuki until I get my tax return back?
Whoa!
Excuse me, Mr. Shyster. I'll get back to you later. Now, let's see. Where did I leave my W-2?
Ha-ha! Oh dear, it's going to be a long tax season. I believe an audit is in store for Mr. Brenny. Let's see. Perhaps returns from 1975 through 1996 need a closer look.
Get your new Suzuki reserved now at Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic and Tax Advisors, 4426 State Street, Bettendorf, across from Alcoa. Almost.
What does your morning sound like? Hey. That's Daddy's little man.
Morning, Daddy. Grabbed your usual from Mickey D's.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Get 2 for $4, like a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, a sausage McMuffin with egg, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Price and participation may vary. Single item at regular price cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Quad Cities, get ready for WWE Live. Sunday night, April 21st at Moline Tech Slayer Center in a double main event. Braun Strowman exacts revenge on Baron Corbin.
He's gonna get these hands!
Then in a triple threat match, Bobby Lashley, Finn Balor, and Drew McIntyre face off for the Intercontinental Championship, plus Sasha Banks and many more. Don't wait. Great seats are available now at the box office and Ticketmaster.
The calendar says March, so spring sports are now in full swing at Augustana College, weather permitting. Baseball welcomes Cornell Thursday at 7 at Bruner Field. Meanwhile, the softball squad hosts the Augustana Invitational Saturday and Sunday. The Vikings face off against Dubuque and Illinois College both days. Women's lacrosse matches up with Wisconsin River Falls on Saturday at 3 and Adrian Sunday at noon at Thorson Lucan Field. For more game information, visit augustana.edu. Augustana College, a family-friendly front row seat to big-time small college sports.
Hey there, I'm Mark Brenny, and it's time for Brenny's Spring and Summer Garage Sale. The weather's here, and it's time to ride. We are the new Indian motorcycle dealer in town, and we take trades. That's why we have more used Harleys than they do in Milwaukee, and over 40 used motorcycles and ATVs priced under $2,000. And all the new Indian and Polaris apparel is now in stock. If you need financing, we have 10 different local banks and credit unions fighting for your business. Lastly, we are the new Polaris slingshot dealer. You know, just like the Batmobile. When your motorcycle gets too hard to handle, this could be your next alternative. So look us up on Brenny's.com and come in for a test ride today. That's Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic, State Street, Bettendorf, across from Alcoa.
Sorry, Mark. Brenny's actually outlasted Alcoa.
Okay, Arconic.
And what's the deal? This commercial wasn't funny at all.
2 Russians walk into a bar.
I got this. Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic, State Street in Bettendorf. No joke.
ESPN 93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
Sometimes the walls are thin. Sometimes the light shines through me.
His voice is very majestic.
Welcome back to Don't Hassle Us. We're local here on ESPN 93.5. We're live in the Hassle Palace. Brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Security Solutions. This sounds like something that'd be in the...
And Dish.
Satellite Dish and Security Solutions.
Sounds like a song that was in the background of Bull Durham.
No, that's... Sometimes she gets weary.
Yeah.
This sounds like what the Star is Born. It'd be something in the background for that.
Oh, don't tell me you watched that.
I did. Did you see it?
I can't talk to you.
What did I do wrong?
I don't know.
It wasn't bad.
Uh-huh.
Did you see it?
No.
Well, why?
Because I refused. My wife rented it, and I refused to watch it.
Why did you refuse to watch it?
I went in the other room because it's a remake. They couldn't even make their own original.
So you don't like the Chris Christopherson version? Because that was a remake.
I know.
So you didn't like that one either?
Well, no, I was 3. Hated it.
Anyway.
Had nothing to do with Disney.
Hated it.
It's still opening day, and it's no different than last year for the Washington Nationals. Max Scherzer's pitching a gem. Through 6 innings, he's got 9 Ks, given up 1 hit, and it was a home run, and the Nationals cannot get a run, but again, it is Jacob deGrom. But much like
Who
last
has
year,
9 Ks as well, and he's out of the game by now.
Yeah. So they're taking him out of there. The Yankees are up 6-1 now currently.
Lonnie Chisenhall's out for 4 to 6 weeks with a broken middle finger, Jay.
Well, that's okay. I'm not a big Lonnie Chisenhall fan. It's I just don't like the name. Cardinals are currently playing right now with the Brewers. Unfortunately, we're going to be off the air by the time Bryce Harper takes his first at-bat for the Phillies.
Are you going to be excited?
Yeah.
Are they going to be in all maroon?
No, not
He's going to
today.
kick us all out of here so he can watch it here by himself.
No.
He's going to turn the lights off.
Light a
He's just
candle.
going to
Light
sit
some
back
candles.
here.
Incense burning.
All of a sudden, Jay's got
He's
a bubble
going
bath.
to leave the one Facebook Live camera on him.
I tell you what.
Nice glass of white Zin.
I'm getting tired of this guy
Yeah.
for the Yankees. I'm getting tired of this Greg Bird guy.
Why? Everybody knows about the bird.
Yeah, he's awful.
Bird is the word.
And then they always say things like, oh, he's going to play first base for a while, and then Voit hits the 3-run dong.
You mad because there's only one bird out there?
No, I'm mad because he's
You are the
terrible,
only
and I
bird.
always fall for it like the last 3 years for fantasy baseball, so he can go kick rocks for all I care.
Well, speaking of that, Jay.
Yeah, he's
Who
definitely...
are your award winners?
He's
Come
definitely
on.
not going to be on my award winners. He's not going to
All
win
right.
Comeback Player of the Year. All right, what do you want first? Cy Young, MVP, Rookie of the Year, Manager of the Year?
Manager of the Year.
Manager of the Year in the AL. I've got the Twins manager, Rocco Baldelli.
That's shocking.
Well, when you come back from that, being that many, being sub
Do you just
500.
like it because his name's Rocco?
I do, actually, yeah.
I figured you might.
In the National League, because I said they were my sleeper, I don't know if they're going to come out, I like Andy Green from San Diego. Those are my 2 picks. Rocco Baldelli from Twins, Andy Green from San Diego. Rookie of the Year. From the American League, Sergio Eloy Jimenez.
Eloy.
Not Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
He's going to have a good year, too.
I worry about obliques. I always do.
Eloy. You know what Eloy's nickname is?
EJ.
No.
Not Ubaldo?
No.
Yimmy.
Nope.
Jaime.
No.
Stop. Jimenez.
Stop.
El Guapo.
The Big Baby.
The Big Baby. The Big Baby. All right. The National League Rookie of the Year.
That's Bambino Gigantico.
I have Fernando Tatis Jr. from the San Diego Padres.
All right.
He's going to be the little spark plug that's going to get him in the National League West, in the hunt there.
All right. Love it.
Not a lot of surprises coming after this, guys. Cy Young, National League. Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
AL Cy Young. Trevor Bauer. I'm going to pause right there about Trevor Bauer. I'm going to ask you guys this. Lots of extensions being signed. In fact, unless I'm wrong, today's the only day in the last 5 or 6 days that there hasn't been a multi-year extension or something going on.
The owners are spending money on players?
Trevor Bauer
That's not what I
has
was told.
said from here on out, he will only sign 1-year contracts. He's just going to bank on himself every year. And so much that he has come out and said, if he made a bet with his best friend, and if he signs a multi-year contract, his best friend gets to punch him right in the private area.
In the Jews?
So, what do you guys think?
In the family Jew.
She broke my heart in 2.
Broke Mon your heart.
She broke. That's not all she broke.
Well, my nut.
Yeah,
well, my, you know what? But, yeah,
Why are we off air, guys?
I don't know.
Off air?
Are we
Not
off
off
air
air.
again?
Are we back on?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought we were like off for like the rest of the show.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we're back on. Good. It's a good thing I didn't cuss.
Yeah, were you not listening?
I misunderstood.
Okay, I'm asking you. What would you rather do? Would you rather do the 1-year contract, or would you rather have the multi-year to know that you've taken care of?
Multi-year.
I kind of like Trevor Bauer's thing, man. He could keep getting 1 year, $35 million over and over to different teams.
Win ring after ring after ring after ring.
Just go out there and shop himself. Who wants to pay him? He might be onto something.
Yeah. Either.
I hear the Cubs are going to get him.
Yeah, I'll take. Yeah, you'll take the 35. But that's the thing, though.
Did you hear me, Serge?
Yeah.
What?
Cubs are getting him.
Yeah. That's the thing. He better have a no
should.
trade because he also could be the rent a player.
Right.
But I don't think he cares, and I think that's why he gets to knock that he's not a good teammate though. Have you read anything about Trevor Bauer?
No,
he does not care at all. He only cares about himself. He only cares about baseball. He eats, sleeps, and dies baseball.
So how long till he gets a bad rap?
He already has one, but it's just he just thinks he's the best there is, the best team player on the team. Like he thinks he's better than Kluber right now. He thinks he should win the Cy Young, but he does all the stuff like puts on the uniform and the computers like break everything down for him. He studies all those things. He doesn't get in relationships with women unless they know they're in an open relationship. He's not going to get married until he's out of baseball.
What do you mean? Is this true?
It's true. I mean, he flat out he'll say we're not going to. He said if a woman wants to be intimate, or let's just say I want to date you multiple times, he's going to say we are not going to be exclusive.
You ain't my girlfriend.
Women make the knees weak
Because sometimes you need to go to the movies with Marvin.
He says as soon as they want to be singular, he says we can just be friends. Obviously, we have some type of connection, but we're just going to be friends. Anyway, he's my pick to win the AL Cy Young. And in the National League,
Scherzer, you already said it.
No, I'm talking about MVP now.
Oh, okay.
American League, it kills me, but it's Mike Trout.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Well, you can always give yours tomorrow.
Yeah.
10 Ks through 7, Scherzer. He's given up 2 hits. All right. And then the National League, if you're going to get paid like it, you might as well be MVP. Bryce Harper. Nah, he says.
Who do you got?
I gotta wait till tomorrow.
You don't have to. I can hear it.
No, I'll wait until tomorrow.
Why?
Because I want to. I don't know.
All right. April 4th, guys, is a Thursday.
Yeah?
It's the home opener for the River Bandits.
Ooh.
6:30 at night.
Okay.
We're going to have Jacqueline on tomorrow.
How do you get down to the stadium?
Yeah.
You've never done that before?
No.
Okay, well, they have walls around it already built. And then you take a man-made ramp.
That's too far from where I live.
Well, no, I mean, you take it.
I'm kidding.
I know.
3 blocks away.
But the parking lot goes there, and then you'll go through this, basically a walkway that's built up over the water, and you go over it, and then you come back down over, because they have the flood wall up.
So where do you still park in the same lot? Or?
You park in the parking lot that runs parallel to River Drive.
Okay.
You can't park on to the west side of the
stadium. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, you get in there and it's all man made and goes up and down all around, but
you can never get down there because you can't drive down there.
Yeah, but I know it's
okay. Cool.
Are we close?
So it's not that inconvenient to go.
So what should we do? Should we see if anybody here is using the tickets to the suite?
Oh, I heard somebody might be. So.
Oh yeah, did you?
I think we're second in line.
Did you really hear that?
No
one's
April
using
Fools.
those things. Do that now.
Oh, shush.
No
It's March 28th, Jay. We're fine.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Tomorrow, I know Greg Armstrong's going to be in. Jacqueline's going to be in as well. I talked to Coach Ross earlier today. I think he's too busy to come in tomorrow. But the Steamwheelers have a game tomorrow night, so at home. So make plans to go see that. Gentlemen, anything else?
It's been fun. Sorry, it comes and goes, man.
Still sick.
It's like a well-oiled machine, Jay. I got to keep it
All right.
rested.
Marvin, the man of 1,000 words.
Yeah. That's me.
Asked Marvin if I could buy him a beer last night. He's like, no, it's vodka night.
Oh.
Yeah. International Vodka Day.
Yeah. Well, no, yesterday was $3 flavored vodkas at Harrington's.
Oh.
So
you got to drink the expensive stuff that day.
Well, why not?
Right. Why not?
So-
That's why you got it on special, right?
If you're looking for specials during the day of the game, go to ESPN 935. I've got them all written down for you. Where to go.
Jay, great job on that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
You're
that.
the best, Bird.
All right. You guys have a great day. Thanks for listening to us. Thanks for Tyler for calling in, Rosso as well. The Don's going to take us out from here. You guys have a hassle-free opening day.
Explain it to him.